am always considered such a privilege to be on InfoWars.
Well, Lindsey, you've got the floor. Give us any new information you have, what's happening in the Middle East, where all this is going.
Well, yes, I have been in contact with the other Mr. X in my book, Energy Non-Crisis, 2 different times in the past, about a week and a half. And some of the things I've been given, again, it's like the information they've given me in the past. It's startling. But again, may I say to everyone out there in your listening audience, I take no credit for this. I'm just an ordinary, everyday guy that puts on his britches just like any other man on any given day. And it's by the providence of God that I've known all of this so that I could give it to you over the air here at InfoWars today. The Muslim Brotherhood, I think this is probably the most critical thing that's been given to me just recently. We are going to give, or we are in the process of giving. Now, this came from my source. We are in the process of giving Egypt and Libya to the Muslim Brotherhood. I think the average person would not have the slightest idea as to how startling this is going to be, because this is going to spread all over the Middle East. And I'm glad that you picked up on that on yesterday, because I did also. Saudi Arabia oil minister on yesterday was interviewed on national news, and he said that the price of crude oil is going from $200 to $300 a barrel. Now, do you suppose this man knows nothing about what he's talking about? He knows things that the average person didn't have the slightest idea of the knowledge of. And he's right. Now, he said $200 to $300 a barrel. I was told a number of months ago that it was going to $200 a barrel. When I heard the Saudi Arabia oil minister say $300, I was startled. They may take it to that, because they've got to do it in order to take the price of gold to $3,000 an ounce. I hope you're hearing this. Gold and silver is such a vital part of this whole thing, because in order to have a new world order currency in the future, they must back it with gold and silver. In order to do that, they have got to take gold and silver to gold to $300 an ounce, silver to $50 to $100 an ounce. I told this on your program back, oh my goodness, it was nearly 2 years ago, that the price of gold and silver was only going to go one way. It's quite interesting. Just the other day, in the last few days, I had a phone call from a friend of mine who is a very prominent businessman over in the Las Vegas area. And he mentioned our conversation of about a year ago. He said, Lindsey, about a year ago I called you. And I said, well, I think gold and silver has gone to its peak. This businessman over in Las Vegas said, that was about a year ago. He said, gold and silver has got to its peak. He said, I think I'll sell it. I'd sell everything I've got. And I told him, I said, don't you dare do that. This was a year ago now. I said, don't you dare sell your gold and silver. I said, it's going to keep going up. He said, no. I think it's leveled out, and it's gotten about as high as it's going. I said, no, it's not. I said, it's going to keep going right up. Well, I talked to him the other day, and he said, Chaplain Williams, I am so glad I took your advice. He said, if I had sold my gold and silver a year ago because I thought it had reached the peak, I said, well, you haven't seen anything yet. I said, you're going to see gold go to $3,000 an ounce. You're going to see silver continue to climb, and it's amazing how some people, and you in particular, Alex, have been willing to accept this information that the elitists have given me over the years, and as a result, every single time it's been exact as they said it. Now, what's going to happen in the Middle East? Egypt and Libya both are being given, did you hear this? I just got this. Egypt and Libya both are being given to the Muslim Brotherhood. Now, right now, Egypt does not have a government. It's in shambles. Wait till September. They're going to elect a new government.
All right, stay there. And notice now El-Baradi, who's admittedly UN minion, has said they might have war with Israel. So we see the stabilization program. They admit Al-Qaeda is the core of the group. Now Al-Qaeda is the good guys. If you don't like Al-Qaeda, you're un-American. Well, then I'm un-American. I know Lindsey Williams doesn't like Al-Qaeda either. The Muslim Brotherhood is British intelligence. Global Destabilization Program now going into high gear.
Dr. David Berry has provided excellent advice for all those interested in practical economics and sound money. It's certainly worth reading.
That's what Congressman Ron Paul said about Cha-Ching Wisdom, 123 Practical Universal Truths About Money, the new book by Dr. David Berry.
The cool part of this book, certainly it'll speak to you personally, your life, your lifestyle, your money, your investments, but it also can be generalized into the nation, what's going on as a nation. We do these same things personally that we do as a nation.
Dr. Berry's book, Cha-Ching Wisdom, presents many facets of your relationship with the once almighty dollar and how current national and international politics affect your daily life.
Some of the other things are about that. They're not just economic, they're philosophical. There's psychology involved in this book. There's philosophy involved in this book.
Read Cha-Ching Wisdom by Dr. David Berry, only $9.95, available at chachingwisdom.com. That's CHACHING wisdom.com. chachingwisdom.com.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. The real U.S. unemployment rate is now 22% and not 9% like what we are told by the mainstream media. The primary instinct of unemployed Americans is to go to college and seek a higher education. But all across America, students are graduating with hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and no jobs. Most college graduates are now admitting that they would have been better off getting a job at Walmart or McDonald's than having their lives destroyed by student loans. Our friends at the National Inflation Association are getting ready to release College Conspiracy, the world's most comprehensive documentary ever produced about America's college education system. To be among the first to see College Conspiracy, sign up for the free NIA newsletter today at www.inflation.us. NIA believes that college education is the largest scam in American history. College Conspiracy will expose the facts and truth about the education system here in the U.S. Sign up for free today at inflation.us to be among the first to see College Conspiracy.
Go solar for cheap. Want to use solar power but the price is too high? Now you can build your own solar panels for less than $200 at 123cheapsolar.com. Don't laugh. We've sold over 45,000 solar do-it-yourself kits. Watch the step-by-step videos that even non-handyman types can use. We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. Go to 123cheapsolar.com or call 800-713-0486. 800-713-0486. Reduce your foreign oil dependency when you go green with 123cheapsolar.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
If you suffer from poor sleep, you need MyPillow. Guaranteed to be the most comfortable pillow you will ever own. Using a patented fill, MyPillow adjusts to your exact individual needs by gently supporting your head, shoulders, and neck. MyPillow has a natural built-in cooling effect, keeping your cervical nerves cool, giving you the best sleep of your life. MyPillow will never go flat and relieves snoring, migraines, sleep apnea, fibromyalgia, and many other disorders. It's antimicrobial, non-allergenic, dust mite resistant, and best of all, machine washable and dryable. MyPillow is made in the USA, has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau, comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee and an industry-leading 10-year warranty. Order today at MyPillow.com or call 952-442-6199. That's 952-442-6199. Mention coupon code GCN and receive 20% off your order. What do you have to lose except poor sleep? MyPillow.com, the most comfortable pillow you will ever own, guaranteed.
We got Max Keiser popping in the last 20 minutes of the broadcast today on the big breakout of silver, the crash J.P. Morgan Buy Silver program that he launched months ago. Lindsey Williams will be with us a little bit in the next hour. I do want to open the phones up for your questions for Lindsey Williams at 800-259-9231. Lindsey, you've also been attacked a lot from mainstream media, alternative, because you've been so right. And that's another indicator. I know who your sources are. Ken Fromm's now public because he's died. The other guy's even bigger. I know his name. I know people that have talked to him and confirmed this. I haven't attempted to call him. But I know your other source, former CEO of a big three. And the proof is in the pudding of what you said. Now, you got cut off by the break. You were getting into handing it over to the Muslim Brotherhood. The headline of the Wall Street Journal was, Mujahideen al-Qaeda are the core of these groups. So just like they used them to take over the Serbs in Kosovo, they used them against the Russians. They're just switching back to their old game with al-Qaeda, just like Amr al-Awlaki, the head of al-Qaeda, secretly hangs out at the Pentagon. Source Fox News AP getting orders. I mean, he's the guy running all these domestic attacks. This is their weapon, and it's so diabolical the average person has trouble understanding it. But you were getting into this program of destabilization that you predicted through your source with precision October 22nd last year, 6 months ago.
I hope, Alex, that you have some of the Middle East kings and royal families listening to your show today. Because the next item that I've been given just recently is so startling that, there again, you remember the day that I said it was going from $147 a barrel to $50 a barrel, and talk show hosts around the country laughed at me. You were willing to at least accept what I said.
Because, Lindsey, if it didn't come out to be true, it just meant that your sources double-crossed you. I mean, Stan Monteith's talked to your sources. I know who they are. I've read your book you wrote in '81. I mean, you were on record working there. It was on record that Fromm got fired when your book came out and then rehired.
Well, it's now on record, I hope, as of your show today. If any of the Middle East kings and royal families are listening, you're on your way out. First of all, it was Mubarak in Egypt. And then it's Gaddafi in Libya. He's just a little more stubborn. It's going to take longer to get him out of there. Then it's going to be one country after the other. Syria, Bahrain, Yemen. Now,
these guys always use buzzwords. When they said destabilization and when they said the prices were going to go up and that things were going to change, we now see what that is. And when they told you they're going to double cross the Arabs, that's what you're saying is that's not, now they've told you, that's not just cheating them out of their T-bills. That means basically backing their overthrow as well.
They are going to be overthrown, mark my words. The royal families in the Middle East, the oil barons, one after the other, are going to be overthrown until they have done exactly what they want to do. They did it in Egypt, and now we have given Egypt to the Muslim Brotherhood. Do you realize that the Muslim Brotherhood is jihad? They're going to put in Sharia law.
By the way, no, stop. The Egyptian government banned protests last week, and I meant to cover this 2 days ago. Guys, put into the search engine. I want to back up Pastor Williams. Egyptian government calls for modesty police, just like Iran, so they literally are doing this.
Yes, and they believe in the Quran. They do not believe in the Bible as God's word. In fact, they hate it. We are considered infidels. Women, oh my goodness.
Well, Lindsey, just to be clear, and we're going to go to break, long segment coming up. I want to interrupt you because I want you to be able to go. I'm not here, and I know you're a Baptist pastor, and I respect you, and I'm a Christian myself. I mean, a lot of the Muslims don't want war and don't hate Christians, but the point is the groups they're putting in do want war and have been calling for crises so the globalists can have this larger clash of civilizations.
Muslim Brotherhood is militant. And you know what happens to women? You know, we talk about segregation. We talk about nobody being put down or talked bad about in America. You know, every single woman's organization in the United States of America should literally be raising the roof, shouting holy horror to Washington that the Muslim Brotherhood is going to be taking over all of these Middle East countries. You know what rights women are going to have under the Muslim Brotherhood? Ladies, where are you? Why in this world aren't you out there shouting to the top of your voice that this is the most cruel thing that could ever happen on the face of this earth, is for our government to basically, okay, a week and a half ago, you ready? I may as well give it right now. And then if we have to, we'll take it up on the next part. A week and a half ago, our Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton, went to Libya. I heard it one time on the national news. Then I found out from my source what it was all about. She met with the Muslim Brotherhood. It was closed. No news people were allowed. When she came out, she was not allowed to even talk to a news media.
Stay there, Lindsey. 18-minute segment coming up. You'll have the floor when we come back. The double cross, the overthrow of the Arab countries. You were just told this by your powerful source. On the other side, break it all down. What's going on with Hillary? Quick break. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Alex Jones with Infowars.com, interviewing Lindsey Williams.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control